Welcome back. You know, the other day I was interviewing on my podcast the best interviewing student who's ever gone through my classes, Rachel Petrie. I'll put a link to that podcast interview in the description below. In it, we talked about a number of things, and one comment that she made got my attention, and I want to talk about it a little bit more than she did on the podcast. She said, don't be surprised in an interview that everybody you meet that day is evaluating you and in some way interviewing you. And I thought that is something that I haven't talked a lot about, and I want to share this because this is really important. Let's say you go to an interview and you are greeted by an administrative person as you walk in. Don't be surprised if after your interview is over, that administrative person gives her or his thoughts to the hiring manager. Because the hiring manager may go to him and say, hey, you greeted this person when they first came in, and they were sitting there quietly by themselves. Did they appear nervous? Were they studying? Were they courteous to other people walking in? Were they pleasant to you? What was their demeanor? Tell me what you gleaned from the short period of time you interacted with them. You may, before or after the interview, get a tour of the facility. Don't be surprised if that person who's taking you on that tour and you're chatting with all along isn't asked, hey, tell me what Craig was like on the tour. Was he pleasant? Did he talk about problems that he have? Did he talk about how good life is? How much he enjoys his life and wanting to be here and wanting to work? Just tell me how. And so basically what she was suggesting, I completely agree with. Be prepared for everybody who you meet that day at that company to be relied upon to give their input to the hiring manager or the panel based on what they saw as to whether you'd be a good hire or not. You know, in training in companies now for the last 40 years, I've been in at least 40 to 50 companies. And to me, it was really interesting how differently you get treated. Now, I was there not interviewing to get a job. I was there meeting with somebody, getting ready to teach some type of training. But the way I got treated in the hallways, the way I got treated by the person greeting me, by the way, it was all different. I can remember the company that I believe gave the best impression to me as an outsider was the Weather Channel. Now, the Weather Channel is located in Atlanta, Georgia. And I went there, and as I was wearing my visitor badge, seemingly everybody who I passed in the hallway said hi. They were pleasant. They smiled. Half of them said, do you need anything? I see that you're a visitor. Do you need anything? Can I help you in any way? So when I met with the vice president, who was my contact person for that training, I said, do you have some type of policy where you require everybody to be kind to visitors? And she said, no, we just kind of established that as our culture. That's the kind of company that we want to be. We want people who come into our company to see us as pleasant, friendly, courteous people. And I said, well, it sure is working because everybody treated me that way. So remember, as you go into a company, everybody that you bump into is liable to be giving their opinion back to the hiring manager. That may be part of their interview process. But also remember, you are interviewing them. And so pick up on those signs. What is that telling you about their company? Hopefully they're going to want you, and hopefully, based on their presentation of themselves, you will want them. That's my tip for today. For other tips on interviewing, please check out my brand new book and online course, both titled, I Got the Job. I'll put links in the description below to both of them. I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you right back here next time for my next video. Till then, stay cool, have good thoughts. See ya.